We all know about them, right? What are lifts? But do we know how many kinds of lifts are available, types of lifts available, sizes of lifts available? Different manufacturers are there in the market. What are the things an architect needs to understand? So we'll do a little bit study about that. But as I told you last time, as for the elevators, you get consultants for the lifts who would actually come and question you, you as well as the people who are going to use it, or the society for whom you are building, or an institution for whom you are building. So the client will be there, you will be there, and a consultant will be there. So your job as an architect, more or less, where lifts are concerned, especially in a very high profile projects like airports, hospitals, where you really don't know how to calculate the passenger frequenting the institution. In such a scenario, you would definitely need these expert consultants who would come and then guide you. And accordingly, then your job would be to keep space available and where it is available and how people will be able to easily access. So your job in the whole scenario is space provider. And we are that, okay? I keep telling you that as a space designer, as a provider of a space, and of such kind of a space which helps people in all kind of manner, whether it is cutting down distances, walking smoothly. So just few days back, we had gone out. This is not a good time happening in our family, and even in the college people are like really falling sick and all. So I'd been to a hospital, and it had that very fine vinyl finish, not sorry, not vinyl, the tile finish that was there, polished the tile was there, and it was so difficult to walk on it. And my first thought was, what if a nurse or a ward boy or any Tom, Dick and Harry would drop a water here, and since it was the shining beige color tile, I couldn't see the water, and since it was so finely polished, what if I slipped there? And this was in a hospital. So imagine the plight of those nurses and those doctors and those ward boys and all the people who are working, consultants bolo ya jo bhi bolo, okay, people who are working in that hospital, okay, where they have to walk like God knows how long they will be walking on. And it was difficult because you had to be very careful when you put your foot down. So I meant from that point of view, as a space provider, one has to be very careful about everything, not just about where you are providing the lifts and everything, but also the kind of flooring that will come in front of it, what kind of materials you're going to use when it's a heavy duty kind of a building where you are lining up people in front of lifts. So yeah, right. So basically, what is a lift? A lift is nothing but a vertical transportation system whereby it not only puts people from one place to the other, but as well as helps goods as well as services. So that's called as a elevator or a lift. And what do as an architect needs to know about it, and why do we need to know? Basically, we are space providers, designers from the point of view, as I just said. Lift is basically a hole in a floor slab. That's where the requirement stops. But then, as an architect, as a designer, that's not the end of the world. Na? You then think about how that can be beautified. If I'm making a shaft, what would be the material? Then I will think of the sustainability. Then I will think of the costing. I'll think of the budget that the client has provided me, and so accordingly, I will choose the shaft material. Hmm. Also, I will think about the from what the structural guys will tell me. So I will not just be banking on what client tells me, but I'll also have to say, now if the structure says कि भैया आपका building तो 80 floor का है and you can't keep walls here because it's not ideal, might as well provide one thin shaft, a concrete shaft, because of so and so reason. Probably I'll go with the structural engineer because he's more what do you call, more qualified to give me a correct answer than the client. And then my job will be to persuade client ki why you should go with the with the structural engineer. So that kind of your job will be okay. So that's what the designers do. And then my choice would be, if I have the concrete shaft, then what will be the interiors of it, what will be the box ka interior. Will I have a mirror there? If it is a mirror, then how it is to be maintained? Will it have a, or do I have just plain glass? If it's a capsule lift, what kind of glass I'll have? you know, all different. What kind of jali I'll have? Can I have a different jali rather than the one which the guys are providing? Can I make a customized jali? All these kinds of design issues is what you will deal with. बाकी वो होल इन अ वॉल तो आपको अपना कड़िया भी करके देगा, so that's not your problem. So that's where the design begins. Okay, different types of lifts are available, and that too with different respect. So with respect to speed, you will have different kind of lifts available with different sizes. So if you are talking about making cars go from one place to the other, definitely passenger lift to nahi hoga na. So you would have car lifts. Okay, then in hospitals you would have hospital lifts, or we call them as a stretcher lift. So based on the size, you will have different kinds of lifts. Based on design, so maybe is it a plain lift? Okay, is it a capsule lift? Or maybe it's a double decker lift. So that's all design. Okay, finishes is something, is not a type. It's not a different types of lift, but yeah, finishes will happen in all this mentioned lifts that I just said. So yeah, all these things will be kept in mind when you are designing lifts. Obviously what kind of lifts will come when you are talking about the particular utility of the lift, right? So if it is a service lift in a hotel, it will be called differently. So we'll go through all that later on. I think the next slide is that. And finally, as an architect, your job is to prepare detailed drawings for the construction of the lift shaft, interior of the lift shaft. So if you are giving good interiors, you will have to give me all the details. अगर आप wood paneling कर रहे हो, तो what kind of wood will be used? Are you using veneer? Are you using a laminate, or is it a pure wood panels that you are providing? Is there a panel having a groove there or a beading putty there? ये सब आपको बताना है. It's your design. Okay. Or you are saying, no, I want a very sleek finish. I'll give a steel finish, which you will find in any mall or in any hospital, because it's easy to clean. And you can rest assured that even if I splash water inside, wash the whole lift with water, कोई wood फूगने वाला नहीं है, nothing will expand, nothing will contract, no cracks will happen, because steel can take water. So depending on the utility, depending on the finishes, all the details of that will have to be given by you guys. Okay, that's why we need to know about lift. Can you see the change of the thing? This is some of the history where I'm sure in your TOD, all of you have learned about Crystal Palace exhibition that happened. Okay, it's been a big talk about the town, wonderful building created and destroyed, all that thing happened. So this was the time when the first time a lift was actually used. On the left hand side, you see actually manually people are, rotating that wheel like a Big Ben. You have it in London, which is obviously operated by machines. But this was like how they used to have it in the olden time. Based on this, you would have the how people would use the lifts in the olden time. Yeah, so these are some of the earliest building where the lifts were used in a very preliminary manner. If you had seen this picture, any old movie, in fact, old time movie or the recent movie, if you see Kahani, in which I think Vidya Balan acted, so if you see that lift box, it was really really old. Kolkata has these all colonial buildings. So it was one of those buildings. She stayed as a guest there, and the lift actually still belongs to colonial era. So it was like a big box. It was like a room, which was going up and down. And you would have this big jali, collapsible grill there, which will open and shut, no doors, and you could actually see the whole thing happening. So that was how so this was an old lift. So yeah, you can see that even Eiffel Tower is so old, and at that time, 300 meters, they had kept elevators there. Yeah, so let's look at the types of the lifts that we have. So obviously, every one of us is aware of this. Okay, the passenger lift. Okay, that's how a normal building will have it. Passengers lift will again depend. So if it is a very large building, say G plus 10, G plus 15, 30, whatever, and the number of flats per floor and the number of people in the overall building, you would then have 4 people per lift ka chota sa lift hoga. You would have 6 people, you would have 8 people. Okay, but that's the limit. You won't have 10, 12, 24 people. That happens in a very large institute or where the traffic is very heavy. no matter how bigger the residential building is, the traffic will always be nominal because of the simple fact that only the resident people will be coming. Half of the, or maybe three-fourths people are not working. So all the children, old people, you minus them out. Majority of the housewives in Indian context will not be working. So majority, the peak time would only cater to the people going to the office. So it's not so heavy traffic in spite of it being very tall and having large density. But the same building having the same density and the utility changes. hmm, the utility is now say a mall or say an airport. Suddenly the lift sizes will have to be bigger because at a point of time the frequency sorry the density that needs to be catered to will be very high. Say Diwali ka sale hai, or there is a Christmas sale, or there is generally now a new trend that has started, that is a July sale, because in the monsoon nobody goes out, so they tempt people to get out. So that those are the ways the malls function. So depends on the height of the floor, your passenger lifts are planned. You have capsule lifts for bungalows. You see, it's a small thing where you have a very lavish kind of a bungalow, G+2. People are having like lot many rooms, and you have a centralized atrium, and you want to have something like this. Then you would go for a small capsule lift, which can even work for the small bungalows, or you can go for these kind of capsule lifts like hotels or for any building. I'm just saying hotels, but it could be for hospital, it could be for airports, it could be for any kind of tall buildings that you need to go for. Basically, a capsule lift allows you to have a view, so it is very decorative in function. Of course, function is to go up and down and make people go up and down, but it also is very decorative feature of the building. So generally, it can be faced either interior or facing exterior. If it is interior, that means you need to have an atrium so that the lift will face the atrium. And while people are going up and down, they can view the entire inside of the building, whatever the function may be. And if it is exterior, obviously they see everything around. Mhm. So that's how it is planned. Definitely, you would not place a capsule lift in a corner facing, the floor. I mean, kuch nahi dikhega, pointless hai. Yeah, so or you have a below a thing like you wanted to add a lift to an existing building. You see the way that box is going up and down. All they did was put a track, and it doesn't have a shaft. The whole box is only can be seen as going up and down. So basically, you would require a lift machine on the top and a counterbalance behind. You can see those one, two, three kind of. Can you see my cursor? So if these are the things that you will see here. So can you see my cursor, guys? Um, yeah, so this is how my, yeah, so this is how the box will move up and down, okay, but it does not have a shaft. So it's quite easy to maintain, cheaper because I don't need shaft. But then one has to be very careful while planning this, especially in material. Imagine this door opening, the people will fall while the things are, if any malfunction happens or any problem, technical problems happen, it's a problem. At least in a shaft it does not happen that it, people will not fall off. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is, if say this is a glass and it gets broken, and if a kid is traveling, and if it's a naughty kid and it's trying to look down and bend over and it just jumps down, it's a problem. So it can, this is a little dangerous from that point of view. But otherwise, this is the cheapest way of installing a lift in an existing building if need arises. Another view of the passenger lift. Okay, so where, I mean, you see here is, these are the number plates on the top. Sometimes you see number plate on the side where you see on which floor the lift is, so you can at least judge kitna time lagega lift ko niche aane mein. So all that thing is an accessory that needs to be there with your lift. Okay, and the types continue. The other types of the lifts that we see in a different kind of buildings, and generally we as a customer will not see it, are the dumb waiters. Dumb waiters are where used in extremely high-rise five-star hotels or any eateries or something of that kind. So say in a mall, the kitchen is down for some reason on the top because of say the safety regard. The CFO ने बोल दिया कि बाबा you can't have kitchens on the top. Probably your kitchen will have to be at the basement or the ground floor. So the part of the mall area is cordoned off where all the services is happening. But now that cooked food has to be taken up ASAP. Okay, and so that's where the waiters or dumb waiters are used. So basically, it's nothing but a lift which is programmed by. So you just the size of it is that it allows a trolley to enter with a man. And if you see at the outside, generally there is a sloping kind of a thing there, or the lift has to be programmed so well. Sometimes what happens is sometimes lift do not align with the level of the floor. Maybe some technical problem or whatever. But in dumb waiters, it has to happen. Otherwise, the trolley will move. Okay, and say you are carrying soup, and a little jolt, and everything will spill. So it has to be very perfect. That's why that slope and everything is managed. It has to be there. Plus, if anything spills there, it's a food item, right? Which gir jata hai, some accident happens, then it shouldn't go and enter the shaft area because it's not right. Well, it's food item, it's organic, it can rot, it can create organisms, okay, it can create epidemics, who knows, okay? We don't know that. So, and that's the reason if anything spills, it will come to the floor where it can be washed. That's why that slope is given there. So you will see the slope somewhere, you will not see it, but ideally that is how the theory should go, that anything that spills should not be able to enter the shaft but should come out. So yeah, that was about dumbwaiter. It is situated in most of the hotels, and the whole planning is such that where the dumbwaiters enter, the lobby is then connected to various other service areas like a linen area where you have, or like a cutlery area. So only the food will come up. Say you have ordered, you are staying on 15th floor of say Taj, and you have ordered a sandwich or maybe a soup and a sandwich, and the guy is coming, okay, but he will just come with soup and sandwich. The rest of the thing happens on the pantry floor. Every floor will have a pantry where the things are transferred, kept in a nice manner. And then, and if need be, there is a microwave also. So in case if the soup gets a little cold while traveling, okay, they heat it up and then they give it to you on that particular floor. So that's why Taj charges you 7,000 per day, because they give you that kind of service. You would get a very piping hot soup no matter what time of the day. Hmm. So yeah, that's about dumbwaiter. Then this is the car lifts that you are seeing nowadays. Nowadays you are seeing something called as a hydro jacks, okay, which is hydraulic jack. Sorry, so which you see in the car parks, especially in Mumbai. Now this has become a very popular way of parking car, where you just enter the car onto the jack, you rest, you come out, and then you press a switch, the whole thing will rise up. So the another car can come down and park. So in the, because I can use the space very well, but what about the height? So to utilize height, and since Bombay do have space crunch, these are some of the methods that is being used. Now, instead of just having a rack, if I cover the rack with a room like this, it becomes a car lift. Okay, the functions remains the same as a lift. But yeah, this is as big as the largest car, and it goes up and down. And again, if you see the edge of the lift and the floor, there is a steel plating there. Okay, so because this is a very rough and tough area, a lot of maintenance required, a whole car coming out. So anything can go here. So this is very, it's meant to be very sustainable and very strong. And so that's why generally a steel plate is inserted there. This is a luggage or a freight lift, railway station. Coolie people use this, okay? Or this you will see even in an airport area where you have to take huge luggages from, say, from where you sign in, okay, to where the cargo is happening. So you will not be using these lifts, okay? But the people who are taking your saman from where you checked in to the place where the plane is resting, and if it is an up and down, so they will have to use these kind of lifts. Otherwise, those chotu lifts, probably how many lifts they will have, I mean, sorry, the trips they will have to make to, have 200 people ka saman going out. So these are the kind of large lifts which is known as a freight lift, luggage lifts, okay, used in majorly metro stations, airports, or wherever you have these warehouses. Stair lifts. This is for accessibility purpose. So people old or even young people who are having some major health issues, or physically, challenged people. For them, these are the new kinds of accessible lifts that is available, which is all you need to do is just install a track on the side of the stairs, and you fit this thing there. Okay, it's just that this is very inviting trouble for children. I mean, the children would love to operate this and kind of play with this, and that's where the problem lies. So yeah, one has to be. That means this has to be monitored. The stretcher lift that I was talking about, hospital. So it's a very narrow kind of a thing. So यहाँ पे भी you will have probably one stretcher lift or a stretcher lift which is having two stretchers simultaneously going in. If the hospital is catering to really heavy loads, so this has to be, again you will have people who will be coming and asking you certain things, because they are the people who can even tell you that if I have to take one stretcher from say fifth floor to 10th floor, and if I have to travel 5 floors, what would be the time required? And when you are preparing patients for operations, the minutes matter. Sometimes they are in a crucial position, and if they have to be transferred to the hospital or sorry, the operation table, that is very crucial. So they are the people who can actually tell you what will be the time taken by the lift from fifth to 10th if it is going straight. Sometimes certain lifts are programmed in a hospital that if it is a operating houses on, I mean, operating tables are at certain level and ICU are at a certain level. Now, generally ICU and operation has to be together. But if they are not for whatever reason, then the direct lifts go there. So nowhere it will stop. The control will be only from within. So even if I go on pressing, it will not stop because I have pressed, because somebody else inside who is of having higher priority to reach operation table has already pressed operation table ka floor. So these kind of programs are done, and for this I'm not the right person to tell you. Okay, so you have the consultants happening. And then you have the final, the most basic kind of a construction lifted side, jo aapne dekha hoga when there is a slab being filled or beams are being done, or when you have to take concrete which is mixed at the mixer level below and then it has to be transferred up. You will see that people stand there and then they just pass on those big drums of concrete, which it takes up, and the whole thing is just poured there, and that's how the slabs are done. So this is the construction lift. Okay, it's very simple, can be done on site, and when the site is done, removed and taken and used somewhere else. So it's very easy to dismantle and use it somewhere else. Yeah, so different types of lifts we did was passenger, capsule, fire lifts. Fire lifts we already finished in the fire. But yeah, with the difference that it has a button at the end of it, and generally it is never in the center, it is always at the side. Car lifts, dumb waiters, hospitals, customized lifts is something we talked about, capsule lifts or any other custom you want. So there are people, so customized lift, if I have to tell you, it is like this. So you are, say, assisting somebody, say a king of Estonia. Okay, I'm just saying, okay, probably there is no king there. But if you are assisting him and you are the architect for him, and he has ordered a suite in Taj at some level. Now there will be specialized lifts going to that level, okay, and it is only for VVIP, very very important person. Hmm? For them, the customized lifts will come, and they are like designers going mad. Use lavish kind of material. Probably there will be sofas inside, because person will not be able to stand when it has to go from zero to say 28th floor. So yeah, there will be a nice seating available inside because it is customized. You can do what you probably bar bhi laga sakte. Who knows? I mean, I've not seen it, but I'm just telling. Customized lifts can has no limits. It is up to you. So essentially, what I want you to understand is lifts. Definitely, if it is a nominal lift, you will have a proper brochures that is available. So you can see famous lift manufacturers here. Otis hai, Kone ya Kone, whatever it is pronounced. Schindler, Mitsubishi, ThyssenKrupp, okay, and many other. These are some few of the most famous and the best one of them. And there are many others. But so these guys will mostly cater to a certain kind of, just as upar ka jo lifts bataya, capsule lifts will have a certain size. Okay, and then certain sizes will matter. If it is 15 floor, it will be this. If it is 25, it will be this. That's how it will be done. But customize can be anything. So it can be done. So essentially what I want to say is, if you wish to do a customize even for a nominal building, it is possible. Maybe not in lavishness, but in sizes and need. Yeah, so how do you select? You have building height, definitely, as I say, because height will definitely increase the density. Occupancy load, as I already said, occupancy load is not a problem in a residential because you know fixed. This many flats, this many people. Hmm? Uh, but not so in a mall, because in a Diwali it is going to be mad rush there, but otherwise it's kuch nahi hoga. So when you have to struggle with this kind of a floating people population is a big problem of assumption. Even architects are not right people for doing that. So yeah, so you will have to figure that out, and we have people who will help you that. Customer expectation, what do they expect? Okay, now when I say customer expectation, when I talk about speed, if I'm talking about speed, that means I'm talking about hospital. If I'm talking about capacity, I'm talking about mall. Okay, mall में जो जाता है उसको speed से ज़्यादा लेना देना नहीं होता. He is not in pain. He doesn't have to go and operate some crucial operation, or neither he is in need of any medicine. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. He is there for loitering around, but you would like to go there. So capacity matters. So a lot of people can be taken care of at one point of time. It is cheaper for them also. Same electricity and maximum transportation of people. So yeah, and quantity. Capacity, quantity meaning number of lifts. So based on speed and capacity, your quantity yani ki number of lifts have to be calculated. And then of course, my prime problem with as an architect is space limitation. So how much space you can give is something that you will have to arrive at. And that's where I keep telling you that when you have a space limitation, it makes sense to have a lift of bank, next, sorry, bank of lift, sorry, instead of एक lift either एक lift udhar. It is also very costly, because here what happens is, if 5 lifts are like in a row, my both sides of the shaft is shared, na? So I'm using so much of less, what do you say, concrete material, even the way it is done. So everything is saved. But imagine one is at one end, the other at that end. So both time I have to use full shafts. Okay, the machine rooms have to be different. Again, 4 walls will come there. So yeah, I mean the cost doubles almost. Also, people will have to do running around. That's different, and it's definitely not easy to do that. So that's the reason why everything has to be centralized. So space limitation hota hai. Then optional approaches like sky lobbies and double deck. I am not going to speak. Okay, I don't know if this is the right time to speak about this, but this is little advanced, and it's quite nice. If you see the way the lift guys have come up with designs, it's really amazing. Yeah, some of the bylaws that are there. NBC, of course, all of you know, it's a national building code. Municipal bylaws, as I keep telling you, will be different for different cities, okay? But few points one has to remember. One lift for more than 16 meter height of buildings. Your 5 floor hai aapka, 5 3s are 15, okay? 3 meters is what we have as a general height floor everywhere in Mumbai. Sorry, everywhere in India, more or less. If your building is 5 floor, people can easily go to 5 floors. Though I would say in today's day and time, with the kind of lifestyle all of us are adopted to, 3 to 4 is good enough. Fifth floor becomes too much. But anyway, so the bylaws say be healthy, and 16 meters के ऊपर है तो आप लगाओ lift. 2 lifts definitely you require after 24 meters of height. उसमें से one should be fire. Because after 24 meters is your fire situation begins, or fire requirements begins. Provision of grounding switch for emergency. What do you mean by grounding switches? If a switch is there inside the building, sorry, inside the lift, if I press that, it will come to the nearest floor landing for me to escape. Now, it can be programmed differently. The other program that says it will come only rest to the ground floor and not to any other floor. Maybe some of the building will have such requirements. Say it is an extremely laboratory kind of a building where all floors are having these multi-level of labs happening, and they're pretty dangerous. So if one floor catches fire, it won't take long for the chemicals to react, and the whole thing will become one big mass of huge fireball. In such a scenario, I don't want people to rest on any floor. Better come down to the ground as well. So it can be programmed. So basically, ground switch is something that can be programmed. Um, LMR should be separate with no other machinery. Well, it's a machine room basically. Should be separate with no other lift machine room. Sorry, no other machinery. In the sense, what I mean to say is, on the top you generally have cooling towers. If you have VRV kind of a air conditioning system, okay. Now VRV will do that in fourth year, but this is a separate system where you don't need a machine room. So what they would do is they will keep all these chotu machines on the terrace itself. So there is no way I will put all those machines with the lift machine room. Absolutely not allowed. It has to be separate. No matter what, you create another room, you don't want to create another room, go to hell, but it will not come to the machine room. It's a given, because if you do that, you will not get NOC. Number of each floor shall be painted bold. This is something that everybody knows. I'm not going there. Okay, there are a lot of other things like this, but these are some of the things that one has to be very clear about when you do your lifts. Factors related to lifts would be construction, definitely. Okay, civil work related. Provision of lift machine room करना है आपको. Provision of lift shaft is nothing but a hole at each level. So first floor में hole आता है. And please guys, a hole should be one above the other. It can't shift even 1 mm here and there. Otherwise, there will be chances of accidents. Provision of lift shaft. Okay. And why am I telling you this stupid point is we have seen drawings like this, okay? And this has happened at final year level. So it was really hilarious. बाद में पता चला कि वो drawing shift हुआ था. But it had happened. And that guy didn't realize, okay, it was also a guy. He didn't realize that he had this mistake. So obviously you could see that the lift shaft on the fourth floor had shifted from third floor. So lift तो ऐसा घूम के नहीं जाएगा, वो तो सीधा सीधा जाएगा. So yeah, be aware of that. Yeah. So provision of lift shaft, provision of lift pit. Pit क्या होता है? Have you seen lift pit? Anyone, guys? Why is pit required? Yeah.
So when it's on the ground floor, the machinery below the platform,
Yes, but have you seen what happens in the lift pit?
I guess they
There
are
are
springs.
two springs. Yeah. So basically, suppose कल ना नर करे ना नारायण कुछ हो गया, and the counterbalance का जो वो steel ropes है वो टूट गया, and the lift का तो पूरा box है just coming down. Can you imagine the jolt that will happen? People will die, and people die. Even with the spring, they will die. Okay, but at least the chances of dying is less. It's like that. If it is if the person traveling inside is an old person, or is health related issues hai, so definitely problem hai. But a nominal guy, if he's traveling inside or she's traveling inside, the springs will kind of break the joint, and so it helps you. So the pits basically help in taking care of that. So that is the reason why you have lift pits. Now when I say lift pit, the first question that you should be always asking, and now you should be aware of, is placing of the lift. If you place the lift on the ground floor without plinth, guys, you will have a floating lift pit. पानी भरने वाला है उसमें. Okay. And it is bad for the lift. Okay, so and can you imagine when the lift is going up, पानी ऐसा drip होएगा नीचे का उसके bottom से. It's going to be a terrible situation at all floors where the water is going to splash out. So it cannot afford to work like that. And so in so many drawings, so many people have done this mistake, is that they show the lift without plinth. Pit में क्या होगा? Problem. So don't make such silly mistakes. So yeah, so there is a provision of lift pit. Finishes, one has to be very aware of what is it that you wish to, because lift box जो रहता है वो तो aluminium है. It's a metal box which is going up and down. It is made up of metal because it is lighter and easy to make, and it is easy to shift. So yeah, it is metal box. But metal box के अंदर, once the basic bare metal comes to you, what is it that you want to finish inside? As I already spoke, you have to think about. Lift interiors में क्या क्या आता है? Side walls, all four. The नीचे का flooring कैसा करना है? your ऊपर का ceiling क्या होता है? There is a fan in the ceiling, okay? Lights in the ceiling. Sometimes you will also have those announcement systems in the ceiling. So a lot of things happen in the ceiling. यहाँ पे भी इधर भी RCP होता है, okay? So you can't get away from RCP. So yeah, so you have to think about all of these when you are planning your lift inside. And you will, why you need to know this? Because आपको drawings करना है. Lift exteriors में क्या होगा? How the doors will be. Are you giving me a grill, a collapsible grill, or is there a door, or is it a collapsible door? Is it a metal door? Is it a plastic door, or is it a wood door? It's all your design, and it's all your finishes. Whatever you wish to do, accordingly, the detail has to come there. Now, obviously, you have a lift shaft ka wall. On the inside will be your lift box going up and down. So nothing can afford to even go inside. You cannot give me a detail where you say my jamb of the door is going inside the lift pit. It's a bad design, okay, or a bad detailing. So you need to keep of these things in mind. Wall finishes, indicators, kahan pe aayenge, all that. Emergency handling. Emergency handling is, suppose if there is a disable thing, what kind of finishes you have given there, or in case of shoots, what happens? Is it nearby? Do you have fire escape nearby? All those things. Lift lobby size, okay, definitely depends on the previous factors, number of people, occupancy load. If it is a small lift lobby will work fine, but if it is a large building, definitely you require a large space because people will line up. Elevator permissions you will need, okay. Inspections aapko chahiye. Stage wise certification you will require. So it's not easy to install lift ka permission lena padta hai, and for that you will have to first show that your building is this tall. So it's not easy to install lift unless it's a individual bungalow and you have a handicapped person and you say I'm going for bare minimum requirement of a lift, as I showed you in that house. Yeah, so that is allowed, aisa nahi hai, but required, and then you when the certification pass, it's clearly the responsibility lies with the owner, not with the manufacturer. हमने तो बाबा बोल दिया आपको, if anything happens it's up to you, you didn't take care. So that is the reason why they do all this certification. CCTV, alarm, intercom required in a lift, then you have to provide that too.
Sorry, Meena.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
If you can you hear me?
Yeah.
But if you have to leave, you can. Huh?
Yeah.
You
Thanks.
have a meeting, you said, right?
Yeah. 2:30 it's going to start. All
Okay.
right, thanks.
Fine. So the next is number of passengers, weight it can carry in kgs, and introduction of lift in old building. Now this is a problem. Old building hai, you have to introduce a whole new construction thing inside. So do you make shaft or do you just make use of the steel stanchions? It's easy to fit, less weight. Then if you have the steel, what is the finish that you are going to give? What is the capacity? Old building hai to kitna bada hai, kitne log hai, kya use hai? Again, the whole rigmarole will happen. And accordingly, you will then come up with a situation, because if it's an old building, you will also have a problem of cutting the slab. Okay, well, whatever suppose if it is a wooden slab, okay, then it's okay. I can always cut and then reinforce it with the other wooden sections and the members. But if it is an old time RCC thing, then yeah, then it's a concern that one has to be very much aware of, right? So these are some of the interiors. You see, mirror hai, laminates hai, veneer hai. You have Eluco bond here. This is an aluminum panel here. But you can see that the panel is done so well. So you have steel finish panels here. This is this is not a mirror. This is a mirror kind of a finish for the metal. Okay, mirror is this. What they are using on this. So this is a mirror. This is a mirror. This is a mirror. All this is mirror. Okay. So yeah, so these are the various ways. See the way the niche ka thing. So here you can see is a proper. I have seen even marble being there in the lift. No, I don't know why they use it, but yeah, it was used. It's just unnecessarily loading the lift. But people can use vinyl sheets. People can use plastic sheets. People can use carpets. Which be, I mean, you can you see this is a wooden finish here, so it's actually a laminate being used there. So there are various ways it can be finished. So, but as your and this is what you will need to do. Okay, if you are not aware of what double decker lift is, fine, but this is what you need to know. How would you then see outside if this is the panel? So this is complete granite paneling they have done. with a cutout in the center where all the indicators and everything is handled. Okay, so the switches which will call the lifts down, up, whatever, so everything is done. So all this thing is what you will have to design when you do this. Wall, floor, ceiling finish, electrical fittings, material. So electrical fittings hai. Now can you imagine lift is going up and down, right? तो फिर आपको कैसे करना है वो, that you will have to figure. So there are these conduits which is having loose wire, okay, and then that has to be fitted inside. So all those things, and that is the reason why you have a lift machine room, and lift machine room is not sitting on the terrace floor, it is raised. Never it will sit on the terrace floor. Either you don't have a machine room given, fine, chalo, fine, or if it is there, आपको उसे उठाना है terrace floor से at least about 1.2 meters at least, okay, if not more. 1.5 is good, but चलो नहीं हो सकता है for whatever reason. At least 1.2 meters you will have to lift from the terrace. So when I have to go to the lift machine room, I will have to take steps. अभी वो metal steps लगा सकते हो आप, या you can have your PCC or RCC, something that you can devise and you can detail. But essentially my lift machine room is at a level, at a height from the terrace floor. The reason is I have to accommodate these length of the cables. Then have you seen the Bollywood movies and the Hollywood movies where the villain has to the hero has to escape or the villain has to escape? They go on the lift. कभी देखा है कोई ऐसा मूवी जिसमें they travel on the lift? Anybody remember any movie? White House under attack, ऐसा कुछ तो भी movie था, okay? So if you see that, the guy was on the president and the guy who was protecting was on the lift. Okay, now imagine ये lift is going to the top floor, and unfortunately the architect has put it on the terrace. So the president will be a big squash ना, ऊपर एक मस्त एक क्या हो जाएगा, चप्पट हो जाएगा, he'll become flat, he'll die, right? There is no way he can survive. But that 4 feet of distance, he will have to sleep on that to avoid being hit his head on the terrace, on the lift machine room. And that is the reason, for safety factors, that lift machine room is raised. Remember, where is this done? Also in your tanks. वो headroom जो था ना आपका, the same thing is here. This is a headroom. Okay. Handrails. So why handrails? You will see in certain lifts there are handrails. Okay, this is for handicap. Okay, yeah, this is generally for the handicaps, and a lot of machines. A lot of finishes are there. Again, exteriors are so many different kinds, different colors, different materials. Kuch bhi. I mean, you can see, and this is just some. Okay, there can be 100 others. Designs. Again, this is called lift bank, all in a row. This is a single lift. See, just a single. This is generally happens in a residential, okay, or maybe this is only this is maybe a customized lift going to the suite area, where the king of Estonia is staying. Okay, the rest is for people like us. So yeah, so you have to think of design, lighting, firefighting system, door finish indicator, calling buttons, level indicators, material selection, maintenance and cost. Very important. Cost and maintenance is what is going to drive the material choice. Lift control. So these are all the control things. So these are the panels inside, panels outside, where you can see the number. Can you see my cursor? The first picture on the top, where next to the lift controls. You see the thing outside, but ये सब आपको बाहर install करना है. So if you are giving me a granite panel, you will have to figure out how do you make a hole in that granite to fix this panel in. So this is where your drawings will come into picture. So these are all the ways, all the controls. So do you see this fire ka thing here? The written here, it is fire, right? Yeah. Anything in red is fire. So these are again the panels that is there, sometimes within, sometimes outside. So these are the various controls that is there to control the lifts. Now coming to the types of lifts based on how it functions. Okay, ये थोड़ा technical है. Please wake up. If you are feeling very sleepy, ask your moms to get something to eat so you can eat and stay awake. So first lift that we know is hydraulic lifts. They use a cylinder operated by a movement of liquid. ये generally आजकल use नहीं होता है, okay? Where you have hole-less hydraulic lifts, जिसका speed is hardly 20 feet, like it's very minimal. आदमी बोर हो जाएगा अंदर. Very slow. Speed 100 to 125 FM. Sorry, that is a rise 20 feet. That means it's very, very, very for a small building. Okay, cannot really go high. Cannot really help the high-rise buildings. Only for low-rise. Hold, जहाँ पे hole होता है, and you have hydraulic lifts, and then you have roped hydraulic lifts. So basically, यहाँ पे what they are trying to say is, the movement of the lifts happen because the liquid shifts from one place to the other. When the liquid shifts, it kind of bores weight on that side and pulls it. Okay, so that means it has to be a huge tank kind of a thing which has enough weight in it to kind of do the rope pulling business. That's what it does. So that was your hydraulic lift. The lifts working on the hydraulic. Hydraulic means working on liquid. Hydra, liquid. Then you have traction lift. These are basically your electronically pulled ropes, like what you see in a nominal building. तुम्हारे building में, मेरे building में ये है. Where when the lift goes up, और अगर आपके पास वो collapsible वाला door है, नहीं है तो किसी के building में जाओ और देखो. When the lift is going up, you will see that there is a rope which is coming and going in the opposite direction. So if the lift is moving up, you will see a black thing coming down. And if the moment the black thing goes up, which is like a solid some metal, इसको कहते हैं counterbalance basically. So when that thing goes up, okay, the lift comes down. It's like weighing, it's a counterbalance, simple. So elevator cars are pulled by means of rolling steel ropes over a pulley. The weight of the car is balanced by a counterweight, powered by electricity or steam. Obviously, steam was used in the earlier era. Now we don't have that. And उसमें भी आपके दो types है. One is the gearless traction lifts. Okay, obviously because it has no gears. The rise is this much, and geared traction lift, I can control the number of gears, more the gear, more the power. Okay, so I have rise unlimited. I can really go for really tall buildings. The traction lift can work if it is geared traction lift. Okay, and the speed is like 500 to 1800 FPM. Variations can happen in technology, speed, cost, rise, limitation. So these are my constraints. Also, I can rise, my variation will occur because of this. So these are the reasons for the variation. Why will I choose that? Because maybe my costing is a problem. Why will I choose that? Because I need that technology. So why do I need that technology? Because मुझे ज़्यादा लोगों को ऊपर पहुँचाना है. ऊपर मतलब ऊपर नहीं, floor पे पहुँचाना है. Yeah, so this is how it looks. Hole-less hydraulic, hold hydraulic. Okay, you will not see much in this thing. Okay, and this is actually, it's not your job. Okay, I'm just trying to show you that what all things. So you will see the machines happening here. These are the fluid tanks that I was talking about. The blue things are the fluid tanks. Okay, and this is where this is your we call it as a governor, which is the top rail. Okay, which governs your track on which your lift box moves. Okay, this is how your things will move. This is extremely engineering drawing, which is not your job. So even if you don't pay attention here, it's fine. Just understand the three names and it's good enough and you're good to go. Traction lift ka, please understand what I mean as some of the things that you will use as a jargon. So when I say buffer, is that lift pit that I was talking about. Okay, yeah. So when I say buffer is nothing but a lift pit. I already said, so do you see this black thing? Of course, ये green color में होता है, but generally it is painted black. Okay, so it is counterweight. So as this comes down, okay, इसका weight नीचे आता है, तो lift pull होके ऊपर जाता है. When the lift comes down, this goes up. So that's how the counterbalance works. And how does it work? It works on the guide rail. It has to be guided, na? नहीं तो वो तो pendulum हो जाएगा. The whole your box will also start moving, and you will feel as if you are riding in a. So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So there has to be a track. So those are your guide rails between which your counterweight will go up and down. Similarly, your box also will have that. A governor is what will guide your box, and tracks is what, or the rails is what will guide your counterbalance. Okay. And on the top, when I was talking about that lift machine room, is this machine. Now this machine is basically doing nothing but pulling this counterbalance. उसका काम है बॉक्स को नहीं पुल करता है, वो काउंटर बैलेंस को पुल करता है. तो उसके पीछे सो काउंटर बैलेंस को एक रोप लगा रहता है, एंड दैट रोप इज मेड अप ऑफ थिक rolled steel, why steel? Because it can be malleable, it can be grounded around it, and so on. It is easy to pull it on the trolley. Okay, it is good to what I was saying. Yeah, it is good to pile it up on a pulley that happens on the lift machine room. So that's why you need a protected lift machine room, which will have a hole in a slab, okay, and will have this wire going in. And this wire, when it comes to the machine room, you will see a pulley there. पुली को भी ओपन नहीं रखते हैं. एवरीथिंग इज फिट इन अ बॉक्स. सो व्हेन यू गो टू अ मशीन रूम यू विल से अरे मिनल ने तो कहा था इधर तो पुली वुली है, कुछ नहीं दिखता है. ऐसा नहीं होता है, वो एक बॉक्स रहता है. एवरीथिंग इज प्रोटेक्टेड विद इन दैट, बिकॉज otherwise dust will rest on it, and then it will create friction and it will reduce the speed, and we don't want that. So that's why you have door operators. We all know that it opens automatically as soon as it rests on the thing. So you have automatic door operators, you have controllers, controllers in the sense how it controls the machine room. You have car frame and safety, that is your box, okay. And then finally the hoistway door, which is there at each floor before you enter. So there are two doors, no? One is on the floor and one is of the lift. So that's how it is. Okay. Any questions up till now here? Is this clear what I'm saying? Any questions, guys? Or is it clear?
It's clear.
Oh, great. Lovely. Coming to the traction lift. So you see this machines on the top, okay? Now you see this pulley that I was talking about, and you see this counterbalance का पीछे का एक wire जाता है. Where this wire enters the slab ना, वहाँ पे आपको you will have to provide a hole. So when you do your working drawing, you need to be very clear of where to show the cutout in a slab. Okay, so that is the reason why you should know where should be the machine room, where should be the cutout, how high should be the machine room from the terrace floor. All that thing has to be kept in mind. Actually, a drawing mein, I would have loved it if they had shown the terrace level. Then you would understand that this slab, which is there on the top, is at least 4 to 5 feet. That is 1.2 to 1.5 meters away, or above your terrace floor. Yeah, so this is how the things happen. So you see the counterbalance, you see the hoistway door. This is geared, this is gearless. Okay, not much in a difference, except that यहाँ पे थोड़ा machine room में कम हो जाता है. ठीक है? So that's how geared less. This is more powerful because it is geared. I can actually, when you have more gears in the car has a higher capacity to run faster. If it is only 1 and 2, तो आप maximum gear 2 पे ही चला सकते हो ना. But if it is 4, तो फिर आपका speed बढ़ सकता है. So that's how you will have gear and gearless. Gear is better one. MRL lifts meaning machine room less lift. MRL meaning machine room less lifts. Okay. Yeah. The entire drive system is in the hoistway or the shaft. अभी मुझे suppose I have some problem. मुझे ना मेरा terrace को भी use करना है. Okay, as an architect, I suggest this, or as a planner, or as a community planner, or whatever. I say that okay, I have a beautiful site. I have a lovely, beautiful, scenic site, and I want my terrace to function as a nice restaurant. Or it can be open up as a venue for the people who are staying in the building, and they can utilize this as a wedding venue or whatever. Now, if I have a machine room sitting there, so it is kind of not very good view, right? So I don't want the machine room. चलो, तो क्या करना है? ये करना है कि आपको ये वाला technique use करना है, where you get the lifts which do not have the machine rooms. Why? Because वो जो आपको boxing ऊपर दिखता था, all that thing, all these things that you see on the top is now fitted within the shaft. For that you will have to increase the shaft. That's all you need to do. The entire drive system, the thing that drives the pulley, is in the hoistway or the shaft. Hoistway is nothing but the shaft. Okay. The equipment is similar to a normal traction elevator. More or less, it is similar. Okay. It definitely creates more usable space. I already explained that I can totally now use the terrace. Use less energy. Okay. मुझे ऊपर तक pull करने की जरूरत नहीं है. It stops at the terrace level and I'm done. Okay. 70 to 80% less than hydraulic elevators. Matlab, if I'm using hydraulic elevators, I will be using almost 70 to 80% less energy. Uses no oil. All components are above ground, similar to roped hydraulic type elevators. Slightly lower cost than other elevators. So cost bhi aapka kam ho jata hai. So it's a win-win situation. I save space, I save oil, I save energy, I save cost. So it's a win-win situation. Can operate at faster speeds than hydraulics, but not normal traction. So obviously traction mein the advantage of traction is traction can give you high amount of speed, which this will not be able to give you. Equipment, but with the technology today, I'm sure within few years this will also be able to give you the same. So it's more or less same. Equipment can be harder to service and maintain. Why? Problem है ना, जब maintenance करना है तो मुझे lift को बंद करना पड़ेगा, because otherwise I'll be squashed. So I will need to have the maintenance happening only at the night time, and that too I have to shut the elevator. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि रात को कोई travel नहीं करेगा. So what if I am working and somebody starts the lift and I'll be like, so it shouldn't happen that. So yeah, that is harder to service and maintain because it is in the shaft, not like a special machine room where immaterial whether the lift is working or not, I can work on the pulley. You know, I mean, pulley pe to kaam nahi kar sakte because pulley is the one which is getting it up and down. But if anything else needs to be worked on, it can be worked on. Noise level is lower than most lift and usually used for low rise to mid rise building. As I said, it is not as fast as the traction. So obviously, if the building is high rise, I need speed, na? नहीं तो मैं तो अंदर novel पड़ेगा. So I don't want that. So that's the reason why it has a limitation. Machine room less elevators look like this, more or less same. But now you see, instead of that huge machine room on the top, the whole machine, the pulley is inside the shaft, like sitting along the wall, parallel to the wall, so that it doesn't jut into the shaft. And outside this is where my governor, which is taking the lift box up and down. Okay. This is how it looks, and this is how it looks from behind, where आगे मेरा lift box है और पीछे का मुझे ये traction दिखता है, right? Where this is my counterbalance, this is my pulley, and the whole thing works within. I don't need a lift machine room on the top, because on the top, what was there? The pulley was there, okay, and all the machine that was required to work was happening here. Now this huge pulley is sitting within a shaft. That's the difference. Typical section through a building showing a staircase block with OHT above. Okay, so this is my staircase with the OHT above. And next to the staircase is my lift shaft with the machine room on the top. Now see this? See the level of the slab here? The slab of obviously the 7 foot ऊंचा है ना तुम्हारा, because when I'm standing on this terrace, I need a height here. And when I come out from here to the terrace, I need at least the door height, that means 2.1 meter, right? So if that is the level, that means this floor, my machine room is also sitting at that level. That means I will need to have steps here. So if I'm standing here and if I have to go to the machine room, I have to use some 2.1 meters jitna bhi steps aata hai, I will have to use that many steps to go up there. Okay? And niche you will see your pits. And this whole thing is nothing but shear walls. Now, it need not be shear walls, okay? The construction can be, you can have nominal 4 columns with beams happening regularly, okay? And then you can have infill of either, you can have lightweight concrete, or you can have brick walls, anything, okay? People opt to go for shear wall because sometimes, as I told you, as I showed you in 5th semester when we did that lecture, where I showed you how Charles Correa has used the lift pit as a part of the structural design. So if this has to support some other beams coming here, this can help as a structural core. So people opt to go for this as a what do you call shear wall. but it's not the necessity. ऐसा नहीं है कि lift है तो shear डालो. Not necessary. Lift shaft plus LMR plus lift pit is equivalent to one whole lift. So when I say lift, it's not just about showing me a cutout in the floor and मैंने lift pit डाल दिया. No way. Then you go to the basement plan and I don't see the pit, 0 marks. When I go to the terrace floor and I don't see the machine room, 0 marks, because you have not understood what is a pit. What is a lift? Lift essentially means all three components. Lift shaft, which is that big thing here, ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक. You need a lift pit at the bottom, at the basement, wherever the bottom is, and the lift machine room, unless you specify that this is LMR. Lift machine room less lift. Okay, and these are the minimum dimensions. I am not going here because every brochure will have different dimensions. आपको वो brochure address करना है. You have to use those brochures available online. And if you are using Otis, then Otis will have a different dimension. If you are using Schindler, it will have different dimension. But basics तो है ना boss. तुम्हारा ergonomics तो है. So if you are giving me a diesel lift and then you give me a door of 0.75, you get 0. Okay, बेचारा जा ही नहीं पाएगा अंदर. So that's the reason why disabled lifts or lifts which will allow physically handicapped people to enter will have larger doors, okay, or they will have those collapsible grills which will be like, you know, flush to the one side of the door and people can enter easily without any hassle. So obviously, if you are designing for stretcher, you will have to take the brochure and do it. If you are designing for a handicap, you will at least have to see that the guy is able to maneuver inside. तुम मेरे को 3x4 का एक टॉयलेट जैसा लिफ्ट देगा, which is also available. Many buildings will have only 3 people able to go up and down. It's that small. Why? Because building did not have space. It was a something called as a development में generally ऐसा case होता है. Sometimes you do get a lavish space, but sometimes, yeah, there is a lack of space in such a scenario. It's such a tiny lift, and no way that lift is capable of having, or you know how it will happen. Person will go in, he will have to face the wall only. He cannot maneuver himself this way, and unless somebody pulls him out, he'll have to push. बेचारे का पैर तो है नहीं. Otherwise, how will he push out? So I mean, you know, these are the practical problems one has to look at when you are designing the lift. So yeah, keep all this thing in mind. I'm not really going into 52 inches and 56 inches and all that. I'm skipping all that. This is something as an architect, you will look into it before you plan. And I'm not going to look into it and tell you or spoon feed you that, acha, ye lift hai, to iska ye dimension le lo. No way. These are the sections. Again, every manufacturer will have its own sections. They are the ones who are going to provide you with the box. They are the one who are going to provide you with the details. So please, you will have to address those details when you plan a lift. Okay. But as a planner, you need to see that a floor line, if this is my floor line, can you see my cursor? 7 feet ka door aata hai, where there will be a hole in a wall. Okay. That means if you are making this as a brick wall, please provide lintels here. If this is a concrete wall, then please don't provide lintel here. Otherwise, ऊपर concrete है और नीचे lintel भी दिखता है मुझे. So these are some of the things as an architect, as a construction detail, you will have to provide. Now, once the wall is done, remember all those finishes that we did? खाली मेरे को wall दे दिया और मेरे को बोला कि चलो मेरा working drawing खत्म हो गया. You will get 0. How is this wall going to look from outside? Unless you say I want concrete finish there. You want VIP to stand there and see the beautiful marks of the concrete ka finishes. It's something, it's up to you, and it can be done. I'm not denying that, but it's your call. Okay, if that is the case, then you better do the finishing of that concrete in a damn good manner. Yeah, so this is again left. These are again the various dimensions that goes with the brochure. This is just I wanted to show you kaisa aapko dikhega, and this is what you will have to do. Obviously, when I say 272 kg, that means it will have only 3 to 4 people. Okay, 16 to 4 is 240. So plus and minus saman rahega, and plus that guy will be there. So 272 means 4 people. So that's how you will have to figure out. These are the details that you will have to see. Again, I am not really see again what they're showing you here is a concrete block. It's a shear wall they're showing. Okay, do you see these two things here? These are the spring that I was talking about. This is the counterbalance. The lift is up, yani counterbalance niche hai. Okay, this is the lift machine room. And somewhere again they have missed out is that there should be a terrace slab here somewhere. Okay, the terrace slab will be generally you can actually calculate 7 feet का door है, उसके ऊपर 3 feet डालो, तो this will be my my terrace floor. This it can be calculated. So that's how this is the section is going to look. Obviously, there is a cut line here. That means there is n number of floors in between. This is how my swing landing gate is happening. So if the gate is opening outside, it is swinging, it is collapsing, is up to you. It is folding and opening outside. N number of doors which you have learned in first year can be incorporated here. Details is up to you. Materials is up to you. Color, textures, up to you. This is how it will be. Lift machine room ऐसे दिखता है. So you enter, there will be some steps right outside the door. Please, there will be landing there. Okay, whenever a door opens and if there are steps, there has to be a landing. And I don't have to repeat this ever again, no matter what. Imagine you are opening a door and a step happens, you will fall down, especially at night time. So to avoid such kind of incidents, you open the door, you take a step outside, you stand there, and then you take a step down. So always a landing in front of a door. Okay, and then you see the machine being here and a cutout in a area. Plus, you see this louvered windows here, louvered windows here. If I'll tell you a story in my own building, okay, my building has compromised. So the builder wanted 8th floor. But the thing is, if you want 8th floor, you need to give fire occupancy. Abhi, when he wanted this thing to be done, so at the BMC level, he didn't have 8th floor. Okay, he just built one flat and he connected it with the below wala 7th floor, saying this is a duplex flat. Okay, so now it is not a 8th floor, na? It is a proper 7th floor building, so no fire. But in reality, he disconnected that. There is no staircase from 7th to 8th, individually connecting the two flats. A normal staircase will take you to the 8th floor, and he sold that flat. That means now there is an 8th floor, but only one flat. Irrespective of that, BMC says, NBC bolta hai, you still need fire, this thing. Now to achieve all that, okay, lift machine ka bhi 2 room chahiye tha, because it's an 8th floor, so you need 2 lifts, which we didn't have the space for. So he provided only 1 lift. And machine room is not on top of the lift, it is on the side of the lift. And it is in such an interior with a very tiny windows opening here that for the first 5 to 6 years, I shifted in this building in 2008. And for the first 5 to 6 years, till we opened up the window to a larger level, we always face this problem that the room will get heated up, machine will get heated up, something will burn, okay, and will conk out. We have to call people, and annual maintenance we had to pay a lot. So I'm telling this as a story to understand that any machine's room will emit lot of heat. आप imagine करो ना, ये पुली है, वो तो खींचते रहता है. 1% travel की 10% travel, उसको काम उतना ही करना है. So every time it rolls, it's going to have some kind of energy and some kind of heat being released. And if there is no way this heat gets released and thrown out, it's going to build up here, and that's going to harm the machines. And eventually, it will lead to more maintenance. So yeah, there has to be a proper ventilated lift machine room. So keep these factors in mind when you design lift. Okay, and I should see this in a section. Okay, these are the various sections. Okay, trying to show you different material. तो यहाँ पे देखो आपने उन्होंने क्या किया है. This is a brick wall instead of पहले वाले में क्या था. It was a sorry. Yeah, this is a RCC shaft. The next one क्या करें. The next one is having brick shaft. Okay, the rest of the things remain the same. Okay, this is composite shaft. Okay, and this is from the front side because I see the counter panel like this and not a thin line. This is from the front side. Okay, and this is where the top floor is. So if you see, this is the top floor, then 7th floor, and this somewhere here will be my terrace. If this is my terrace, you see the size, the lift of the machine room from the terrace. So this is all you will have to do when you do your working drawing. And this is in a high-rise building. Again, my favorite building. This is Burj Khalifa. No, this is not Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa is a different drawing. Yeah, but see, this is. So you see, they've done the color coding. Okay. So the orange one, jo hai, is a technical equipment room. So yahan pe. So the lift, so the fire lift is the orange one, which goes to all the floors. It goes to, so you see, do you see this cursor? Firefighters lift stops at all stories and it is seen in the orange color. Okay. Then you see the gray color. Now there are two gray, escalator and shopping center. So they are partly these grays. Or do you see the triangles here? Do you see the triangle at the bottom? Yeah. So till the green thing, okay, the niche ka part which is spread out is where my escalators for only shopping area. It will not go to the residential or any other floors above. Then the other gray, the long strips of gray that you see all around are my passenger lifts. Now, do you see the way it is planned? It is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some 12 floors, another 12, another 12, another 12. So nowhere they are going straight. So that's how they control the number of people going to certain area. Also, it kind of avoids getting me these whole shafts and I can utilize the shafts multiple way. Obviously, at each level, there will be a lift machine room being kept there with a nice ventilation happening within it. Orange one is, the black one is your freight lift. Since this is a high-rise building, it has multiple use. There can be residential here. It can be, and I told you, I don't remember whether I talked to you. Did I talk about mechanical floors ever to you? Did I ever speak about mechanical floors? Yes or no? In a high-rise building, if I have not, let me repeat it. It's always good. Mechanical floors are basically used in an extremely high-rise building. So there is a different, so refuge floor to hai, okay? Refuge floor is for the fire purpose. And it will not have anything regarding services. It will be purely an open space where people can stand there. That is my refuge floor, which will happen at every 8th, 15th, 22nd, whatever. Then there is a service floor. Now, service floor need not be at every level. Service floor ka main kaam hai to separate my residential sector and my commercial sector. Because residential, especially in a high-rise building which is housing hotels, every room, every hospital room will have a toilet. So many ducts will come down. Where will I take those ducts? Can I take those ducts down into the say lounge area or the banquet hall area? Nahi na. So I will have to cut them off. To cut them off, I provide service floor. So service floor will be only one. Okay, in a nominal building. Now I'm talking about buildings like Burj Khalifa and the likes of them. Okay, the whole family of Burj Khalifa, if you call, really tall buildings, like, right? Now, in really tall buildings, there are a lot of other services that requires maintenance and they are not able to go all the way up. Imagine a AC plant room से बेचारा एक पाइप आ रहा है और उसको हवा फूकने का है सिर्फ 183 फ्लोर पे, थक जाएगा ना. So even if I have major mega horsepower का pump, it will still have problem. What I do is I separate the system. So then I'll create zone. So wherever I create zone, there will be one floor known as a mechanical floor. We will do this in sorry. We will do this in detail when we do the final year, but I'm just telling you. Okay. So in such a scenario, if my machine room of say chilled plant room हम बोलते हैं उसको, या chillers बोलते हैं, या chiller room बोलते हैं, whatever you call it, basically it houses this centralized air conditioning machines which are like huge and very heavy. And if I have to travel those machines in a nominal lift, problem hai. Okay, my lift machine will conk out. So I need to have a heavy duty machine rooms to cater to these kind of loads. And for that, I need a freight lift. So freight lift ka size bhi alag hota hai because I'm carrying these machines inside. And obviously the machine can go anywhere and everywhere, so it is stopping at all levels. So firefighting machines, firefighting lifts as well as the freight lift will stop everywhere. And the white color का जो आपको पट्टी दिख रहा है, and that is nothing but high speed lift stops only at the yellow marks. So if you see these 1, 2, they are stopping mid level. The yellow जो दिखता है, that is where it will stop. And the other two will stop at the bottom level, first floor probably, and it will stop right here. So these are ways it can be done, and still there are many lifts, guys, that I have not covered here because it is meant to be covered at the final year. Okay, not here. There are double decker lifts, and there are many. Okay, so I'm not going there, but yeah, this is how my high-rise building is going to have so many varieties, program lifts. Again, another kind of a thing. So again, if you see the one lift that is going is all the way, so that is obviously fire. One lift which goes 1 to 0, I mean, sorry, 0 to n, whatever the n is my fire lift because it needs to stop at all levels. So in extremely tall buildings, elevator efficiency can be increased by a system that combines express and local elevators. नाम सुना है ना, expressway, express trains, local trains. Local train क्या करता है? Each and every stop पे रुकता है. कितना time लगता है ना? If you want to really fly high, what will you do? You will take express trains. Okay. Similarly, if I know that I have to go to the plaza on say 17th floor, I will take a lift which will stop at 15th and then probably walk up or take another lift which is local. So this is how the whole building is zoned, because traveling in tall buildings can be really problematic. Time lagta hai and people don't have time. And the express elevator stops at designated floors called as sky lobbies. Okay. So if you see this, the gray portion here, it is mentioned here, sky lobbies. Okay. Sky lobby 1, sky lobby 2, and then I say technical services floor. Remember, I just mentioned mechanical floor. It is just under that or above that, whatever. So that's how your sky lobbies are designed. Okay. Now passengers can transfer to local elevators that will take them to their desired floors after they get down at the express floors. Niche jana hai, upar jana hai, they will take the accordingly the elevators. By dividing the building into levels served by the express elevators, the local elevator can be stacked to occupy the same shafts. What does it mean is, okay, ठीक है, मैंने इसमें ही सब cover कर लिया, but I'll be showing you this again in the final year as well. Did you understand this sentence when I said this? Yes or no, guys? Please explain, otherwise I'll go ahead. By dividing the building into levels served by the express elevators, the local elevator can be stacked to occupy the same shaft space. What is the meaning of this? इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? अरे नहीं समझा है तो बोलो ना, I will explain it.
नहीं समझा.
नहीं समझा. Cool. Okay, so imagine this. You are as an architect, you are constructing a shaft which is through and through. You are not breaking that shaft. You are taking it through and through. But you are programming, or the guy who comes to help you out in designing the lift will say, Madam, yes, sir, you need not give this local lift all the way to all the floors because it will be good if it serves only this residential zone. Or it will be good if it only serves the banking zone. Like Burj Khalifa has these zones within a building. Because it caters to many things. Okay, it's like a mini city within itself. Like, so it has a banking zone, it has an entertainment zone, it has a residential zone, it has a service zone. Okay, it has a commercial zone, retail zone, and wholesale zone. Okay, sab kuch hai. Now in such a, and it has upar wala jo area hai, that is again entertainment of the city level kind. So yeah, it's not just having khana pina and restaurant kind of a thing. It's like you have everything up there. So when you have these kind of varied, massive kind of programs, traveling from one zone to the other, first of all, can be a little problematic because I am extremely worried about my security. Who will enter my residential zone is my prime concern if I am staying there. Okay, especially if I have kids and if I have old parents, then yes, that's my prime concern. Also, my prime concern for the resident, if I am having a hotel in that building, I would not like it to get cluttered by these residential guys जो ऐसे ही लटार मारने आते हैं. I also don't want that. How do I control this? The way I control is by zoning them up. And obviously, then when I have to go to my flat at say 50th floor, I will take an express elevator which reaches directly at 60. I get down at 60. Okay. I get down at 60 and take a local elevator which will get me down to my 50th floor. Okay, understood? Itna ye samjha? Okay. Now what this sentence says is, if the local elevator is from 10 to say 20, the other local elevator is from 21 to 30, the third elevator is from 31 to 40, whatever, that way. If that has to be done, can't they be stacked one above the other? With LMR, machineless lifts, it can be done, right? So in the same lift shafts, I am using multiple lift boxes without accidents. And they are programmed that way. That is what they say. By dividing the building into levels served by the express elevators, okay, the local elevators can be stacked to occupy the same shaft space, okay. So suppose if my shaft, either I can have a same shaft which is serving lot many local, or suppose the white one and the previous one, I'll go back over the previous one, okay. Imagine the white one which is stopping here, okay, or the white one which is stopping here. Had I continued that up, usko hi maine upar continue kiya hota, or the gray one would have been on top of the white one. Will it work? Of course it will work. So essentially, I am having only one shaft. यानी आप ड्राइंग के बारे में सोचो, think of the space, now think horizontally. Imagine so many shafts you will have to make. It will be I don't know, a structural chaotic situation when you are planning this. But instead, if you create only these 1, 2, 3, 4 जो straight वाले हैं, and then you stack your local one above the other, and you can have minimum shafts, maximum output. That is what I meant, and that is what they meant when they say that a local elevator can be stacked one above the other, and I can service the whole building with multiple box in the same shaft. Okay. So that is how my lifts work. So it's not so easy. Lift dikta bada aasan hai, but when you actually sit and calculate, it's a task. So this is what exactly it showed. Okay. So the next time I'll show you the diagram, or maybe in the final year I have a diagram. I should have brought it here in my other PPT. It is there, so I can actually show that if you can see my cursor right about the dark blue line. If I continue that shaft, okay, all my blue line, the light blue lines can come above that, okay, and they can work within that zone. You see those gray bands horizontally? Those are the zones, and that's how my building elevators work. Right, so this is how we finish with the elevators. This is Pudong and Shanghai World Financial Tower. Okay, this is how it looks, and this is how it functions. Can you imagine the number of shafts they have? Okay, so how do I reduce? Imagine if I count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shafts they have. Terrible, no? If I say 10 shafts of lifts. So if I place one lift above the other, I can reduce it by half. So I am saving cost, I'm saving, and I'm increasing efficiency to twice, maybe thrice. That's how things are planned. Okay, there is a name for it in sustainability. It is called as integrated design process. How do you integrate 2, 3 functions together to get the maximum output? Yeah. So with this, we finish the lifts, Any questions, anything that you didn't understand? And there are many other lifts that needs to be covered, but I don't think this is the space. It will be covered when we deal with really high-rise buildings. So I will be discussing Pudong and Shanghai in final year also with more details. Any questions, any thing that you didn't understand or would like to have clarification, please say so. Otherwise, we end here. No questions? Okay. If that is the case, why is it not downloading? I don't know. Okay, I got it. ठीक है. Fine. So then, shall we take your leave? Shall I take your leave?